Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back to some more superb yoga stuff avec moi. Happy Saturday, or whatever day you end up seeing this. Today will be a lovely blend of some flow and then, of course, a little bit more of a therapeutic edge, as per usual, but a little bit more even today because, well, we're still getting closer and closer to the darkest day of the year, the solstice, the winter solstice. So life is really calling us to observe the need for quiet, honor the gift of stillness, and sit deeply with the transformations that are happening on a deep cellular level. So let's come into a seated position to start our class today with the uncomfortable or non-habitual leg in front. And reflecting on your ability to honor the quiet, the stillness, the transformation. And how can we observe our ability to move with these things? Is we observe our breath, moving in and moving out. We notice the quality of our thoughts toward the act of observing the breath. We observe the quality of the action of our breath in and out. And we observe our ability to be with what is, as we are alive, and it is required to breathe in and breathe out, to nourish the body that we get to embody. Notice you are the witness. What is the animated source that flows through you? So as we continue to sit and settle in here, I'll share a piece from a book called Embers by Richard Wagamese. In the dark depths of long winter nights, spirits slumber too, and allow their stories to be told. These are the storytelling moons. Elders and storytellers who have been given tales to carry speak softly, reverently, and the people hear them. The people do not merely listen, they hear. To hear is to have a spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical reaction to the words. Sometimes, at very special times, you have all four reactions and are changed forever. Share stories. Fill cold nights with the warmth of your connections, your relationships. Hear each other and be made more. That is the power of storytelling. So as with everything, take what resonates, leave the rest. But let's have our hands onto our knees and start to draw gentle circles with the ribs around the hips. You could keep your eyes closed here, and it does not matter which direction your circles begin. Start small and allow them to gradually get wider and bigger. And your hips stay nice and rooted down. Now, go at a fairly moderate pace as you draw these circles. We're not aiming to go super slow here. So feel that spinning of your own chi, of your prana. Feel that animated source within, giving you a little spiral, creating your own whirlwind of energy. Breathe in and out. And reverse. Come all the way around. Start slow and small. And then speed it up. Gradually make the circles bigger. Ribs rotating around the hips. Notice all the parts of your body participating here. Notice any reflections of the mind or judgments of the mind that come up. Just observe them for what they are. Judgments. And come all the way to stillness. Eyes are closed. Sit tall. Breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful. From here, you could keep eyes closed. We breathe in, sweep the toes forward and up, fingers forward, Navasana, boat pose. Exhale, cross the legs, opposite leg in front. This time we'll open the eyes, blink them open, Navasana, boat pose, reach the toes forward. Opposite leg crosses in front, seated, Sukhasana. Navasana. So just keep switching between the sides. Sukhasana. Navasana. Sukhasana. Exhale. Navasana. Inhale. Sukhasana. Exhale. Boat pose, Navasana, then seated, and soften. Breathe in, breathe out. Hands reach forward onto the mat, roll over your shins, and lengthen the legs back and into plank. Feet a little wider than the hips, and just drop the heels left. Come back through center. And drop the heels right. And center. Knees lower down as wide as the mat. Hips shift back to the heels. Child's pose. Forehead could come down onto the mat. Breathe in and breathe out here. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come up into our table. Just adjust your knees back underneath the hips. Right leg extends back, hip height. Knee to nose, round the spine. Inhale, lengthen leg back. Knee to nose. And lengthen. Knee to nose. Speed it up. Good. When you're ready, let's inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stack your right hip on your left. Let your right hand reach back behind you. Your right heel moves to your right glute and your right hand onto your right ankle. Full breath in and out as you open the chest, open the front of the hips. Then release the grip of the ankle, point your right toes and touch your left heel as you bring your right hand behind the head. Lengthen your spine. Maybe gaze slightly to the ceiling. Beautiful. Slowly release from here as you look forward to bring right foot forward. Lunge. Left toes tuck, float the knee up, land weight into your right foot, warrior three. Left leg floats, fingers reach back. Breathe in, breathe out. Left toes lower, left knee lowers down, fingers sweep up to ceiling, breath in. Exhale, left elbow to outer right knee, twist, palms in prayer. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in, upper body comes up, right hand to back of left thigh, left fingers reach back. And left hand comes forward and down. Left toes tuck, float the knee up into a lunge. And step your right foot behind you and lift the hips up. You're on the outer edge of your left foot. You got it. Nice and easy. Right hand comes down, right knee comes down, left knee comes down, table. Knees get as wide as the mat, big toes touch, child's pose, hips to heels. Forehead to the mat. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale yourself up to table. Adjust knees under hips. Inhale, left leg sweeps back, hip height, even a little higher is totally fine. Exhale, knee to nose around the spine. Reach it back. Exhale, round. Arms are straight and strong the whole time. Lengthen back and round. Speed it up. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, open and stack left hip on right. Bend the left knee, heel toward the glute. Left hand floats up to reach for left ankle and open the hips as you open the chest. Find your driste, a point of focus. Think of puffing up through your chest a bit. Release the grip of the ankle. Point the left toes down to touch the right heel. Left hand comes behind the back. Open your chest a little more, long spine. Nice and easy. Release left hand, sweep it forward as left foot sweeps forward. Lunge. Tuck the right toes, float the knee, weight into the left foot. Lift up, warrior three. And lower right toes down, knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, sweep fingers up. Exhale, right elbow outside, left knee, palms to prayer. Rotate the chest to the left. Think sternum and thumbs coming together. Beautiful. Inhale, left hand back of right thigh, right fingers reach behind. Exhale, right hand forward and down, right knee floats lunge. Come to outer edge of right foot, left foot steps behind. Wild thing as the hips lift up here. And nice and easy. Left hand, left knee come down. Right knee comes down. Table. Open knees wide. Child's pose. Breath in, breath out. Beautiful. Let's inhale, come forward onto the forearms, lifting hips away from heels. Elbows are directly under shoulders. You can grab onto opposite biceps, triceps, or opposite triceps to make sure you've got the right width. Toes tuck, knees and hips up, dolphin pose. Breathe in and out as you look at the space between your elbows, big toes touch. Right knee bends, bringing the heel to the bum, and start drawing big circles with that right knee. Yep. Doesn't matter which direction you start. Do like 3 or 4 one way and then switch it up, go the opposite. Breathe in, breathe out. And then just bring right toes down, bend the left knee, heel toward the bum, and start to draw circles there. Same thing. 3 or 4 one direction, and then switch it up and go the opposite. You got it. Come back to center, toes down, knees to the ground. Untuck the toes, stand up onto your knees, hip distance apart. Fingers sweep up to the ceiling, look up. Exhale, right hand behind your right thigh or to the right heel. Hips stay forward, reach left fingers back. Inhale, sweep hands forward and up, neutral spine. Exhale, left hand reaches back of left thigh or to the heel. Keep hips reaching forward either way. Inhale, up through center. Exhale, hands forward and down. Tuck the toes, downward dog, hips up and back. Feet are hip distance apart. Full breath in. Full breath out. Beautiful. So bring your big toes to touch. Right foot then sweeps up to the ceiling. Keep your hips neutral. We're not opening the hips. Right thigh should be facing down. Right knee pulls into chest. Right foot moves over to the left, so it's on the outer edge of the left mat. Left heel drops, left fingers up, fallen triangle. Good. Left hand down, back to downward dog. Big toes touch. Strong arms. Left foot sweeps up, hips stay neutral. Strong arms, you got it. Left knee pulls in. Left foot moves over to the right. Right heel drops, right hand up, fallen triangle. Okay, right hand down, step back, down dog. Okay, big toes touch, right foot sweeps up. Keep the hips neutral, you got it. Right knee pulls in, step foot over to the left. Left hand up, left heel drops. Now all 10 toes turn to face up, sit the hips down. Hands sweep to the ceiling. Turn to the left, fingertips touch the mat, twist. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, right hand down behind you. Hips lift. Toes start to turn down. Left hand comes down, downward dog. Step it back. Big toes touch, left foot up. Inhale. Left knee bends into chest. Foot works over to the right. Right heel drops, right hand up. All 10 toes point up, hips drop. Fingers sweep to ceiling, inhale. Twist to the right, exhale. Fingers drop to the outer side of the leg somewhere. Back to center, breath in. Left hand behind you, breath out. Hips lift up. Inner edge of right foot down, right hand down, left foot back to downward dog. Full breath in. Full breath out. Look forward, bend the knees, hop or walk all the way up to the hands. Flat back, breath in. Exhale, breath out, palms face up, slide them under your feet. Toes go up the wrists. Let your knees bend. Your belly's resting on your thighs. You can actively push the balls of your feet into the hands. And when you do that, you then think of lifting the hips up and relaxing your head as you look at your shins. Breathe in and breathe out. Nice and easy. Release, fingertips come back down to the mat. Find your flat back. Breath in. And breath out. Fold again. This time bring the hands around backs of the legs. Tuck your fingers underneath your heels. Pull up on your heels gently to pull your upper body down. Full breath in. Push your big toes down. Full breath out. Lengthen your legs to your edge. Breathe. And nice and easy, release. Flat back, inhale. Stand up, exhale. Circle the fingers around and up. Breath in. And down to heart center. Breath out. Beautiful. Let's relax the hands down by the sides. So from here, rooting down into the left foot. And step the right foot in right beside it and root into that foot. Draw the belly in, pull the bum back. Use your hands on your thighs and start to sit in a chair that's not there. So notice how the pressure on your thighs helps you push your bum back more. So let your hips slide back, slide back, slide back. And then press into both feet and come up. Lengthen the legs. All right, same idea, but now we're starting to bend the knees. Lift the right heel and slide that thigh over the left one. Maybe the toes tuck behind the calf, maybe not. Arms come out in a cactus, left elbows crossing through center under the right. Arms squeeze together, maybe palms come to prayer. Find your driste, your point of focus. Be where you can be. Take a bow. Squeeze. Good. Release the hands. Bring your left hand to your outer right foot. Press into your left foot and lengthen your right leg over to the left and your right hand over to the right. Breathe in and out. Bring your right foot to face forward. Your right hand sweeps forward. Maybe you can grab onto those big toes with the peace fingers, left hand to left hip. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana, as we open the right leg to the right. Breathe in, breathe out. Excellent. Now from here, release the right foot, sweep it behind you in Warrior 3. My mats are really squishy for balance. And then exhale, fingers down to the mat, right toes reach to the ceiling as we come into standing split. And gently release right leg all the way back and down into lunge. Knee comes down, Anjaneyasana, sweep fingers up. Exhale, hips pull back, fingers sweep back, left toes shine up. Inhale, back to lunge, fingers forward and up. Exhale, hips back, left toes shine up. Good. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, pull the hips back. Keep the hips back, walk your hands forward. So fingers are supporting you on the mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Optional, left toes or left heel rather can slide forward. Welcome to Hanumanasana or split pose. Breathe in, breathe out. Find your edge. All kinds of beautiful spaces today. All right. Press into the hands, hips lift to pull the front heel in. Bend into your lunge, fingers sweep up. Exhale, hands forward and down, right toes tuck, knee float, step forward. Flat back inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. And stand up, exhale. All right. Inner edges of the feet touch. Come into chair with your hands on your thighs and push your hips back so you can feel your weight in your heels. And then we'll come up. Okay. Bending into the knees again, send the hips back, lift your left heel, and then slide that thigh over top of the right. Maybe the ankles can tuck behind, maybe not. Be where you need to be. Arms out like a cactus. Right elbow slides under the left, maybe palms come to prayer. We squeeze the legs, we squeeze the arms. And we breathe. Gently bow forward. Contain your core, keep everything to the center as best as you can. Gently release the arms and reach your right hand for your outer left ankle. Press into the right foot. Come all the way up to stand and extend the left foot over to the left and the left hand behind you. Finding a little twist here. Parivrita Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. Now turn to face forward. Left peace fingers can grab onto the left big toe. Right hand to right hip. Open the left leg out to the left. Breath in, breath out. Gently release left foot, sweep it back. Warrior 3. Fingertips to the mat, standing split. Left toes reach to the ceiling. Left toes land down as we bend right knee. Left knee lands. Inhale up, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, pull the hips back, right toes shine to ceiling, fingers sweep to wall behind. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, back. One more like that, sweep forward and up. And all the way back. Keep the hips back, bring the hands on the mat. Maybe spread your right toes a little bit more. And as you are ready, you could slide that heel forward. Come into your split on this side. Breath in, breath out. Notice all the inner space you're creating. Press into the palms, contain the core. Pull the hips back and the front leg in. Bend into right knee, lift left leg lunge. Step forward, flat back, inhale. And fold, exhale. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, stand up. Circle the arms, breath in. Fold forward, breath out. Flat back. And exhale, plant the palms, walk into your plank. Feet a little wider than the hips. Heels drop to the right or to the left, doesn't matter. Come back to center and then do the opposite. And then back to center. Lower the knees, child's pose. Excellent. Come back to table. Bring your right foot forward in a lunge and your peace fingers around your big toe. Tuck your left toes. Breathe in. Breathe out, lift your left knee lunge. Come to the outer edge of your left foot and then see about sending your right foot up to the ceiling in a bound side plank. Ooh. And then come back to your lunge. Release. Let left knee lower down. Pull the hips back. Another stretch here. Toes shine to ceiling. And release. Right knee pulls back. Left foot steps forward lunge. Right palms on the mat. Right toes tuck. Peace fingers of left hand around big left toe. Right knee floats up lunge. Come to the outer edge of that foot. Left toes shine up. Maybe we reach the left foot to ceiling. Breathe in and out. And then come back down. Into lunge. Hips pull back. Lengthen left leg. Shine the toes. And bend into front knee. Bring the knee back and down. Beautiful. All right. Well, let's sit down onto the hips, shall we? Done lots of work there. So we'll go wide with the legs. Of course, I know you know, use the support that you need in order to have your hips neutral here. So that might look like blocks, blankets under the knees. That is a game changer if you've got tension in your hips, thighs, or lower back, or neck. Okay, so try the support behind the knees. I think it's even better than having support under the hips, personally. So you see what works good for you, and get tall. Maybe close the eyes. Your toes should be pointing upward, and you could flex the feet, pull the toes back toward you, and see if your heels can lift up. If your knees are bent, then please don't worry about that, but if you don't have support behind the knees, then give it a shot, and then lower the heels. Beautiful. Breathe in. And to your edge, as you breathe out, walk the hands forward. The legs do not change. Your sit bones stay grounded. So find the spot that's good for you in this moment. Breathe in, breathe out. Soften through the breath and allow yourself to make your posture feel 2% better, whatever that means for you. Notice the differences between the sides, because there's likely at least a few. Breathe in, breathe out. All right. Take your time, walk yourself up. Now, if you were using props underneath the knees, you might want to keep them handy because we'll be moving between the sides in and out of pigeon pose. So use whatever support you like. You may enjoy support underneath the outer thigh, just like we did in the recent therapeutic class. If you haven't checked that out, please do. So when you feel ready, turn your attention to the right leg and just let the knees naturally bend and make your way into pigeon pose. So your left knee will face down, your right knee will be facing slightly out to the right, and your right heel in front of your left hip somewhere. Left toes, tuck them under. Chest, nice and bright. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Maybe your left knee can walk back a teeny tiny bit more. Breath out. Gently lower your forearms down onto the floor. And hang out here. And we'll be here for, a few breaths.
You may even want to stack your hands and let your forehead rest with some height. Feel the front of your left hip get a little heavier. Notice all the space being created in the right side glute, hamstring, outer thigh, IT band area. And nice and easy. Bring yourself up. Roll your weight to your outer thigh. Let the knees just naturally bend so then you can turn to face the left side. Just naturally pivot with the legs. And then take your time to get situated. Maybe you're adjusting with some props under the outer left thigh. We extend the right leg back, the right knee and thigh face down. Chest stays bright. Breathe in, breathe out. Again, tune in to any differences between the sides because there's likely a few, again, to pay attention to. Nice and easy if it feels good for you. Coming all the way down onto your elbows. Full breath cycles in and out. Notice how long your spine feels. Feel the front of the right hip get a little heavier. And even feel your left hip pull the tiniest bit back. Just see how that feels. Just tiny little shifts. And inhale. Take your time to come all the way up. Gently turn toward the right to come back to center. Just let the knees bend and just windshield wipe the legs in front of you with the hands behind you. Moving into frog pose now. So sweep the feet around back so you can come into a table with the hands on the ground first, and bring your knees out to the sides, inner edges of the feet on the mat. Now, before we go deeper, remember we always double check ourselves. Heels and ankles are aligned with the knees on both sides. Hips and knees are aligned on both sides. Now we maintain that and maybe inch it out a little bit more, but maybe not, okay? Double check. It's the hips' tendency to come forward that we really need to be mindful of, and the tendency to bring the heels in. Elbows could come down. Sometimes extra padding under the knees is really helpful here. Breathe in, breathe out. And if there's been stuff coming up for your root, so anything to do with family, ancestry, the way you interact with the world, like your work that you do, financial issues, anything like that, if it's been coming up lately, this pose might feel a little bit more challenging. But that's okay, right? This too shall pass, whatever it is that may be moving through for you. Do your best to stay with the breath. Notice your ability to breathe with it and be with it, whatever that is. Few more cycles of breath. And take your time. Gently draw your chest forward and down. This will ease the pressure for the legs and the hips, and then you can mindfully lengthen the legs back behind you, one at a time. Once the legs are all straightened out, even if you're crooked on your yoga mat, it doesn't matter. Just stay here and chill for a sec. Let your head rest on stacked hands. Gently make your way into child's pose. Keep your legs together if you can. All right, one more angle to work those femur bones into the hip sockets. We move into our hero's pose. Use whatever support you need. Heels open up, hips come down, knees face forward. Now remember, you can have whatever support you need underneath the hips, just as long as the knees point forward and the soles face up. That's what we're working. Spine is tall. Interlace fingers, send palms to ceiling. Nice big stretch and reach for the whole spine. On exhale, hands can release and they could come behind to help you open the chest. Now, if your hips are propped up, please do not lay all the way back, but you can work to open the chest. If your hips are all the way down, you could walk the hands one at a time onto the heels and then gently lay your upper body down and maybe even reach arms overhead. Shins stay connected to the ground. Be nice to yourself wherever you go here. We're still here for a little bit of time, so breathe. Mindfully from here, bring yourself back up to a neutral spine. Take your time. Be kind to yourself. Hips lift off the ground or off the block so you can sweep the legs forward. Bend the knees and lay the upper body down. Full breath in and full breath out here. Just let everything settle in for a sec. Check in with your shoulder blades, so get them tucked under nice and flat. And walk the heels into your glutes so you can grab your ankles. And then tuck your arms really tight underneath you a little bit, and then start to lift the hips. Lift the hips a little more and tuck the shoulders underneath you. Once you've got that, you can stay, or you can bring the hands underneath your hips. So the fingers will point out a little bit and your elbows will tuck underneath you more so you'll feel the weight. Right knee can pull in, left knee pulls in. Switch the grip. Fingers point towards the glutes. Elbows are still getting closer to each other. Toes reach up to the ceiling. Shoulder stand. Hands can continue to walk up the back toward shoulder blades. Toes work straight up to the ceiling as best as you can. Look up to your toes. Continue to breathe. This is so good for your whole body and mind. Stimulating thyroid, thalamus, and lymphatic system. Also stimulating pituitary and pineal glands. Breathe. And shift into plow pose. Mindfully allowing the toes to land down overhead. Untuck the toes so tops of feet are on the mat. Hands are still supporting you along the back, or interlace your fingers. Reach the knuckles away. Whatever helps you feel more secure. Option for Karnipadasana, bending knees around the ears, arms can come around the backs of the legs. And nice and easy, slowly reach the arms overhead or by the sides, and gently with control, roll your spine and hips down. Eventually the feet come down to the mat. Fabulous. Get a final twist on either side. Right thigh crosses over left. Shimmy hips to the right. Let the knees land down to the left. Arms can stay where they're at already, or adjust them if you'd like to. Come back to center. Readjust hips. Left thigh over right. Hips shimmy left. Knees pull over down to the right. And back to center. Undo the legs. Slide the heels along the mat as you lengthen the legs down. Arms are relaxed. Everything just softens here. Breath is in and out of the nose. Soften your cheeks and your chest. Relax the hips. And the shins. Be in the stillness, in the softening. Breathe in and out of your complete self. Notice that complete sense of being able to be in the silent, still spaces. Breathe in. Enjoy a lovely reach and stretch through the body. Breathe out, soften. Bend one knee and then the other, planting the feet on the mat and bringing the knees to the chest for a hug. Rock side to side. Eventually, roll all the way over to one side and press it up. Returning to a comfortable seated position, the space we began today. Reflecting on stillness, softening, transformation, being here and now. The days will continue to get darker, just a little bit longer. So enjoy the time of moving inward. This is not the time to be busy, busy, busy. This is the time to recognize the need to do the opposite of that. It is our natural calling. Let's draw a full breath in of loving gratitude into ourselves, and a full breath out of loving gratitude for everyone else. Namaste. Thank you all for being here, and may we honor and nurture the wisdom of the seasons. And as usual, I hope you feel super fantastic. And let me know how it went for you in the comments. I know lots of great hip stuff, hey? And balance challenges and all of that. Yeah. Okay. See you again soon. Much love. Bye.